days ago, there were tragic accidents that airplane crashed. This was due to the co-pilot's mistake, tremendous mistake. So this gave a rise to dispute about whether the computer should control the airplane or the people should.
So I'm the pro side of that computer controlling the airplane because it is more accurate. According to Federal Aviation Administration, 60% of airplane are happen when pilots turn on the autopilot function and controlled manually.
However, when there is a mistake and some mistakes in the computer, it can cause another big accident. Someone should be fixed and control the computer. So
Actually, people is more people are more stupid.
but people made computers, so we are like the computers. We are the gods of them. So we are more smarter and accurate than computers.
So people made computer, but the computer that people made, the reason why people make computer is because computer is more accurate than people.
However,
Also, if you control, you will cost like 10 minutes to calculate spare billion, but
But
a
because
computer can do it in 1 second.
but because people made computers, this also means that computers can be attacked by people.
It can be attacked, but it is more accurate. Like look at if you have to land, when like airplanes land, they control manually, they can actually crash into the runway. But if the computer controls it, it's safer because they know what angle, they know the angle, they know where to land. So it's safer to more passengers.
Hackers, we've already seen.
You can make it
Korea,
antivirus.
Okay, continue please.
We've already seen other countries hacking into other countries, enemy countries' devices to malfunction.
You can make it antivirus, as I say so.
You know that's
Yes, yes.
ridiculous, right?
For the people, they're terrorists with guns, so there's not much difference between that.
You really say so.
I do say so because I said it 1 second ago.
How about EMPs?
That's another case.
I think this is enough. So let's talk about our argument.
Okay.
Lots of people work on airplanes and the services of airplane. So when just planes has an auto system, then lots of people will lose their job and lots of another bad effects will occur.
Or is that
Then we can change them to pilot to you can make it then to cabin crew.
There's already the cabin crew original.
You can make more.
But it makes so crazy airplanes. So airplanes may be very productive.
No, it doesn't.
How can
Think about their situation after they lost their job.
They don't
impress,
lost.
and someone
Just
should
change.
suicide because they don't have jobs and they have no.
No, they don't lose
ability
job, they will
to
change
support.
job.
However, there will be lots of time and efforts to adapt to a new job and new conditions.
Was it every people in London suicide after Industrial Revolution happened because all the
suicide is a
Different case.
Extreme.
Different case.
But you said they will.
Extreme. I say some. It's just the extreme.
Yeah, it's for some, so it's not the case. Thank you.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, I think the computer should control because can you pause? I say computer controlling the aircraft is safer because actually when you recently there was a German airline air crash to the Alps, and then the investigation found out that the co-pilot actually purposely crashed by lowering the altitude of the plane. So this might seem that better than people, the people pilot who have emotions. Actually, the computer that doesn't have any emotions or any feelings accurate would be better controlling the aircraft, and it's like obviously safer. And if anybody don't if anybody don't wish to die, they would actually support the computer controlling the aircraft.
But can you like really say that computers have a 100%?
Computer can make an error.
But it is like more accurate than people does.
Actually, for the malfunction, that's why there are always people who are in charge.
Are they always not malfunctioning?
Not
I'm asking
always,
about that.
but look at the people. They are more. Also, people are not always honest. They look at the case of the Alps. They crashed purposely. Well, the computer wouldn't do that on purpose.
How can you compare it? Do you have a comparison?
For such as
Do you have a like comparison?
like stages or like.
Have you ever seen a computer
Yes.
pilot a plane? I'm talking
It's
about
actually
that.
doing. It's
It's actually
autopilot right
not
now.
No, I am talking about fully.
Except for the
piloted.
lifting and landing, it's all full autopilot.
No, I'm talking about from lifting to landing.
It's
all
no
piloted
fuck.
by
Shut
a
up.
computer.
I said. Fuck off. I said except for landing. Okay, I didn't see the full one.
Yeah, I'm talking about that.
Landing-
And how are you
걱정돼, 닫고.
comparing to a fully manned, fully
Manual.
automatical plane to a normal plane?
Because landing and
Have-
lifting takes only 2
Now
minutes.
let's move on to my opinion.
It's enough. Let's
I think
Now let's move on to my
no, no.
opinion.
You
Shut up.
haven't even seen one, and you are comparing with that.
Because that piloting, the landing and lifting doesn't actually matter.
Okay, we're done.
Okay, thank you.
Let's
Shut up.
Let's listen to this idea.
In my opinion, I think people must control the plane for my reason because computer can always make an error and
Always.
yes, automatic control. If automatic control make a mistake, I think the manual control can be an effective answer to this.
Yes, it is because I said that's why the people are always there, standing in front of autopilot.
You guys are
Case of-
claiming the full time.
Yes, they actually, except for the
Automatic
landing and lifting,
control.
is full time. But if it malfunction, that's when people join
Speak
in.
slowly. I can't like edit it.
Jesus Christ.
I mean landing or lifting situation. In this situation, computer can make an
You
always
can
error.
develop like to make
And
that
computer can make an
like-
accident.
That's why the technology.
We need
is
lots of
advancing.
efforts to develop, and I think using people's
And we can save that. We can save like millions of people by developing that.
how can you say that millions of people? There can be mistakes in computers, and it can be lead to another
Actually, it
tragic
is
accident.
like many people said about that in car, but now it is almost 100% like
Actually,
like 100% accurate.
Actually, my teammate in the beginning said that there are 60% more accidents that happens in the manual control than the accident that happens when the automatic control. It's like, which means that people make more mistakes.
However, terrorists can plant the virus to the computer.
But there was actually no case. In like 9/11, there were people with guns.
In that time, there was no automatic control system.
2001,
Yes.
there was.
But there was not developed developed auto systems like recent days.
No, Jesus Christ, they did like travel except for landing and lifting.
Yes, I know, but it is not developed as recent.
So it wasn't developed, so it had more chance of getting virus infection.
If-
So why didn't they?
If you want some scientific, like
Information?
information, you can watch a Discovery Channel. You know,
Could you tell me one of them, please?
I've never seen one, but
And
I
you could go and
forgot.
watch
no,
too.
I forgot the. Yeah, I've seen one, but I forgot the. No, I forgot the like. Oh God.
The what?
damn it.
Stop doing this
Jamais
fucking
vu.
thing.
Jamais vu. No. the contents about it, but you can see the program. There's the one on YouTube.
How can I see the
can
program?
it. It's about the automatic cars and how dangerous it can be.
It can be.
Yes.
Yeah, because they are not even out yet.
And because for the airplanes, like when you travel airplanes,
They aren't even out yet.
airplanes did what airplanes or cars? Cars.
Oh,
Airplanes are out, except for landing and lifting, of course.
I told you right before.
What?
You haven't seen land from start to end.
I get the fuck out of it. Except for landing and lifting.
Now let's move on to.
Yeah,
Excuse
let's
me.
move
Shut
on.
up.
You shut the fuck up, bitch.
Let's move on to Hyuk-chan's idea. Okay?
Fuck you.
He's saying his
The
idea.
end.
Get the fuck out and.
You get the fuck out, bitch. You got problem, nigga, motherfucker.
You are already cut out of my editing.
I know that. I affirm. Okay.
Like Jeremy did in BBC.
Okay, can I say one of my opinions, please? I'm asking, can I?
Okay.
Okay. So for most of the airplanes, so let's try not to say there's no fully controlled automatic control. Let's think about while they travel, not landing or lifting.
Okay.
Actually, I never seen a case that the virus affected and the virus actually made the airplanes crash. Because actually I never seen a computer virus crashing a plane. Because yes, I never seen it. But how do you say?
It can be
Because they are anal.
Huh?
Because
Anal?
because there are no viruses for crashing a plane.
Then why do you even worry about it?
Terrorists can make
Because-
the new virus to
because-
crash the American planes.
Yeah, they can make it.
They
but
can make it
can't
like damaging the autopilot system.
You know what?
It isn't.
Because a suicide bomber is much more efficient in terrorist reasons.
Yeah, so that's why we use the autopiloting. Actually, if they actually bomb the plane, there's
No, because viruses can be used during war situations.
Of course, they
Yeah,
did actually.
during such as the Cold War
Yes.
or the like.
We are talking
Not the
about
hot
the
war, but
civilian
Cold
transportations.
War was like 50 years.
Yeah, civilians
the
will be
war
harmed
situation.
during war situations.
They,
You think the civilians will be living?
We didn't have war after the Vietnam.
In World War One, they did die. And in
Yeah.
any situation, they died.
We didn't have war since 1945, and Korean War happened in 19.
So it is safe. It is safe.
Yeah. So what?
They had the
War
Iraq
can
War
happen
in the United
anytime.
States.
War can happen anytime.
So are you sure that there won't be any case in the future? So
Of course, they will be malfunction.
They might, but they
They're
will be
less.
less
They
than
might,
people
yes.
does.
Yes, less
than people
do. Less
does.
than people this thing.
Pilots are highly educated in schools, so we can trust them rather than computers which can be affected by the virus.
Well, terrorists were educated. Why did they Where did they bombard the plane?
But like, you can watch the movies about the guards in the airplanes.
Movie.
And it is true that there are like guards in the airplanes to catch all of the terrorists who trying to crash the airplanes.
Terrorists bring MP5 and dynamites, and the cabin crews defend them with a pistol.
You know, terrorists are not even like useful in this matter.
Why?
You know,
I know.
terrorists.
I just said the terrorists, if they bomb the plane, whether it's manual, whether it's automatic, it's just gonna crash. I said that. It is gonna.
No, I'm
If
not. I'm not pointing at that. I'm not pointing at that.
Okay.
Because, like, nowadays, terrorists like can't even like board the plane.
Yeah. So why do you even worry about terrorists?
You are worried about.
Well, you're the first one who mentioned about terrorists. Not you. Your teammate.
We said
And
the virus.
We said the virus, not terrorists.
Virus
You guys
is not
were
a
starting
terrorist.
terrorists.
Did we?
I mean that if terrorists will
You were the one
planning to
talking
make a
about the
virus
bomb.
and
You were
put
the
the
first.
plane,
Yes.
You are
they
the
will
first.
do the like missile. They will like shoot the missile too.
What the?
If they want to like damage the airplane, they can just even make virus and also like shoot missile. But why will they make that virus? Just shoot missile.
I mean, he's talking about why would they make virus when there's like a good means of like crashing a plane, like such as shooting missiles. He's saying that when the terrorists purposely aim for the goal to crash a plane,
Because
they will shoot a
if
missile.
they shoot a missile at them, this is very obvious, and they will get globally pointed.
And then why the terrorists on 9/11 and in 2001 didn't do that when it's more efficient?
Because there were no other like, you know, what should I say? No other choices for
Except
them.
for that.
Because they didn't have viruses on them, and they didn't have proper like automatic systems on the planes.
The 911 was the past, and both of the terrorists and the US is developed, and they have more developed skills to attack and defend themselves.
Yeah, they have
So-
skills to defend.
Yeah.
Why do you worry?
But when they have different systems,
they-
they have lots of possibility to have more effective attacking systems to like crash the defense system.
Like for CIA versus like terrorist group, who would win in technological facing? Who
And
would
that, you know, as long as I know, now you know, you're talking about, you know, the lifting off and landing.
I know you were talking about.
I think
No,
we
no.
are out of topic.
Then you should cut it.
Yes, I am cutting it. Okay. So let's listen to Hyuk-chan's argument. Argument.
Okay.
Speak right now.
Bitch, continue.
Okay, please. So please continue.
My argument is that some people pilot a plane just for their enjoyment, personal enjoyment. You know, some people enjoy piloting light planes,
Yes.
you know, to watch the environment and the sights,
Yes.
for sightseeing across the mountains
Yes.
and the forest. And you know, when you go to school, some kids want to be the pilots for various reasons.
Yes.
Such as like some people, some of my friends want to like follow their father's path,
Okay, I get that.
and
Also
you know,
including
some
killing
of them
peoples.
just like the sky. And
That's nonsense.
Okay. You said that they want to control the planes to watch the environment, right?
And they want to control people's life.
And then I just wait for a while. It's like, so for that case, it's for small planes, and actually that doesn't actually matter because when they die, they're the only person who die, except for they crash into a building or something purposely.
they are planes. And
They are
this-
planes, but you don't need, like, they actually bet their life and they get enjoyment from controlling it. So that is not actually the case.
But this matters because they are planes too, and they are not out of the case because this topic is about planes, and this is a plane.
Actually, you're getting quite ridiculous because it's for like
Okay.
it's towards purposes.
I get it.
You get it? Okay.
How about the second one?
The pilot. So
How about the second one? The kids want to be pilots.
So because the kids want to be pilot, you're gonna jeopardize the lives of millions of people who use airplanes every day.
Then you want to be like, you're an asshole trying to destroy the kids' life.
Yes.
Actually, planes are the most safe.
If they
It is
the
safe, so there's
transportation.
no virus. Yes.
So the pilots are heavily educated before they become a pilot.
It is because of the pilots who control the
Computer is
planes.
more highly-
Because of them, the planes are the most safety
Then why did the
transportation.
co-pilot in the recent German airlines crash?
This
purposely?
is
because he
this
got
is a
mental
special
problem,
case.
not become.
They are
problem.
always
They're mentally strong.
Or he can be just a terrorist.
What do you mean?
So what the hell?
They
You said
are
they're
always an
educated.
exception, and they will happen when there are computers too.
And then I'm saying that exception happens less when the autopilot.
But they will happen.
They will
Even-
happen.
Yeah,
the
they
future,
will
in the future.
happen Even though computers.
Yes, they will happen because there's always a malfunction in every
they
single
will
system.
happen.
But it's less.
But it happened in his mind,
we
the
can-
co-pilot's mind.
So we
And
so
they
we-
will happen.
So we increase the threat because kids want to do it.
They have passion.
Jesus Christ, they have passion, so they crash planes.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
kill people.
Yes.
What? They have passions to...
passion.
You're saying that they have passions to crash planes. What the
We're not
hell?
saying not all of them are doing, but why do we have to like?
Not all of them. Then you're saying... Then you're still saying that some of them want to crash planes with passion.
Not some of them
Yes.
will. They don't wish from like their childhood. When I grow up,
You
I'm
already
gonna crash
said
a plane. They don't say, okay, when I grow up, I'll crash a plane in the future. They don't do that. But there's still possibility.
There's a possibility
There's
that
possibility.
the kids
but-
will
but
think that
nobody
I'm-
wants
I'm
people who
crashing
has
planes
a
in the
future.
Can like one of
People
these
who have
one time.
mentally ill cannot be a pilot because the company will just
Then
find
why
out.
The
did
company,
the German
they
pilot-
need a license.
Because they hide
we
there.
cannot be sure that he has a mental ill.
Yeah.
No,
so he wasn't mentally
before all
ill.
of that, they need
So
a
then
license.
computers were
Yes,
hacked
yeah,
for
he
that
can't be mentally
reason.
ill, and the computer is never mentally ill except for
No.
there's a virus.
No,
Except there's
never.
A virus. Except there's a virus.
No, not except.
Except what?
Not except.
Except it's old and virus.
Windows have plenty of malfunctions.
Not in Mac.
Jesus
Not in
Christ.
Mac. Never in Mac. You say never in Mac.
Yes, I'm
Can
sure.
you say?
Yes, I'm sure.
100%?
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Windows. What do you mean Windows? Windows is off.
Windows is an operating system, and if you wanna run a God damn it, a plane, you need an operating system.
Yeah, they make
I think
one.
we should finish our debate at this moment.
Why are you cutting?
Thank you.
Thank you.
나갈 때 됐네. 이거 좀안 들어주는 거 아닌데?
Low battery.
야, 내 거 밟아.